everything that you just said sounds like you heard it from someone else.
You had your fun. You came here illegally. You had your fun. Now it's time to get the consequences.
Has Trump lied?
He probably did. I don't care about him lying, but I'm talking about it was offensive to vote for Trump. To them.
And type in who primarily benefits from DEI. What does it say?
White women. But other than that, you just asking me opinions, and an opinion don't have to be factual. That's not a grassroots understanding of an opinion.
Well. Look who we have here. Welcome back to the show, my guy.
How you doing? Peace and love, everybody.
I'm well. How have you been, good sir?
Been good, man. Working.
Yeah.
Loving the new administration, doing well.
I just asked you about hey, I'm just trying to ask you about yourself, you know what I'm saying? How's your personal, you know what I'm saying? How's your baby doing? You know, just how you are. How you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Baby boy doing good. You know, talking now, so crawling, doing his baby boy thing, man.
Bless. Always a good thing. How's mom?
Mom is cool. She cool, man. Just getting older, so you gotta pay attention more. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Gotta cherish her a little bit more.
If we're blessed, we'll get there too one day.
Yes, sir.
If we're blessed. All right, so straight to it. I hit you a while ago and was like, yo, we got to have a discussion. I've been trying to get to you since the election, right? Like we've been trying to have this conversation since the election. You've been ducking, you know, because I mean, hey, water rolls off you like that, but whatever.
No.
Whatever. But we here now. And I bring that up because I feel like during the time of us having these conversations where we were going to schedule our next episode, so much stuff happens. So much stuff happened with Trump like so rapidly that like the next week, like that's old news, which that's like a good and a bad thing, right? I do think it further desensitizes us even more so than the internet did. The internet already desensitized humans. I feel like the whole Trump world has desensitized us to a new level because now it's like, oh, that's a bombshell. And then later by the end of the day, it's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
I mean, to the point where our beloved Gene Hackman died yesterday and like nobody's even talking about like what's going on with him? Like, how did he die? His wife and his kid, like stuff just gets like pushed to the side because like, hey, did you hear what Elon said? Did you hear what Trump said? Did you hear what they did? Did you hear what? But it's just a constant whirlwind. I'm assuming you like this world. So I'm going to start off by saying, admittedly, I did not vote for Trump. I told you in the beginning that I find myself in a purple state because there are left-leaning ideas that I'm very much on par with, and there are right-leaning ideas that I'm very much on par with. When I saw the election, I will be honest with you and say, though I understand that when an election, is won or they're starting to show counties or states, it doesn't have to be by a large margin to win. You can win by 1 vote. You can win by 1 million votes, right?
Right.
But when you looked at it, it looked like, wow. Wow. And so I want to give you some space because here was the first thing I thought of when we were going to have our conversation back after the election was, were we wrong? I give you the floor. Don't make me mad though, man. I'm gonna give you the floor.
I got to. I have to. I got no choice.
Watch your step, man. Come on. I already got to deal with this all the time. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, so I think that America finally got it right, man. We were the silent majority, but people didn't believe it. We couldn't see it because we didn't have those platforms. Although we did, but we didn't have those mainstream platforms to let America know that there is conservatives out here. And there is people that are against the things that these oligarchs speak of, as far as transgenderism, all this playing with kids and all that. Like, America has spoken. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody agree with Trump. I get it, but it shows that we were deviating from God. Okay. It was the Democratic side. I'm not saying everybody was extreme, but on the mainstream level, they were going too far. And we said, hey, look, you went a little bit too far, to where I honestly believe that there's no comeback for them. There's no comeback. They're all discombobulated now. They're trying to figure out things, and like you said, everything is happening so fast to where they can't pick up. They can't pick up on it because new news is old news, right? What else is Trump doing? Not like the first term, where everything was happening so slow, and everybody, you have CNN, MSNBC blitzing Trump, for everything he did, everything he said, and then we don't have that anymore. Now people are tired. I just think the American people are tired, and it showed that the last administration affected the grassroots of America, as far as people that really don't want anything to do with politics. It's affecting their pockets now. Now they got to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't like Trump, it's like, we got to do something different, And I don't think that it was a pro-Trump. Everybody's pro-Trump, and it was a pro-Trump election. It was just that we just need to do something different. We just need to do something different. We got to fix this. I'm happy about it because my boy won, but I also understand that the American people were hurting. It's as simple as that.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna do my best to. I'm gonna try to remain neutral, because I feel like we got a few conversations to get all the information out. And one thing that I want to do is to give you breathing space to get your point across. I am going to challenge certain things because I do want to understand from your vantage point why that makes more sense. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people listening want to know that as well. But I am going to do my best to try to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I get you. I get you.
So when
this ain't our first rodeo.
right. So when you say the American people are hurting, a lot of times what I hear is, and I think this happens on both sides. And quick note, what I don't want this to turn into is just a this versus them, us versus them the whole time. What I really want to focus on is a spotlight of why Trump, what Trump has done, not what Trump did as opposed to Biden, what the Democrats did as opposed to the Republic. Like, because that kind of conversation it's just conversation for conversation's sake, right? But if we actually just deal with, okay, let's just talk about what this person is doing, then we can have a full-bodied conversation, right? So when you said the American people are hurting, what American people are you talking about?
I'm speaking about the average everyday American who wants to do well, but they're getting taxed out the woo-ha. They can't really focus on politics. That's not their expertise. They don't care about it really. But when it starts affecting them, the everyday average American, and seeing that eggs is going up, things are happening around them that they can't really pinpoint what's going on.